Quarry trailer is now available for everyone to watch, and I hope you already have because it's great. Now it's time to break it down, beat by beat, and go over everything we know about the game. I love it when Supermassive puts out a new trailer. The first shot features a busload of kids leaving a summer camp. Rather creepily, they're singing the line, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," which is the game's one-line theme, just as "The enemy of my enemy is my friend" was House of Ashes' theme. Also notable, it sounds super weird because that's an impossible thing to sing naturally. Valuable lesson time. Don't make children's camp songs based on the writings of Friedrich Nietzsche. We see a sign for Hackett's Quarry Summer Camp. This is the name I assumed was related to Hecate in the teaser because they were pronouncing it Hecate. But now we see it's actually a cute little joke name, suggesting people will be hacked over the course of the game. Just as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family are called the Sawyers or Hewitts, depending on which version you watch. The camp was founded in 1953, which I was hoping was a Friday the 13th reference, but no. The prologue of that film was set in 58, and Jason supposedly drowned in 57. That said, Camp Crystal Lake was founded in 35, so it's an inversion of the numbers, although that could be just a coincidence. Then we get a look at the lodge, which is gorgeous and will doubtless be a great location to explore and play within. We see counselors waving goodbye to the kids, including this super weird model. What is going on with his shirt and arm? Is he wearing a full set of football pads under that top? This is why generally you don't want to try to model baggy clothing. Then the tension starts up immediately as we're introduced to David Arquette's character Chris, the owner and operator of the camp. He's clearly freaked out by something, as he insists that they get out of the woods before the sun goes down. So obviously he knows something sinister is up. Is there a specific day that hunting season for whatever's in the woods starts, and his plans to get everyone out of Dodge before then have been spoiled? Whatever's going on, he doesn't bother explaining to the counselors exactly why they need to be careful, just tells them to lock themselves up in a lodge and not let anyone out for any reason. Then he flees, promising to be back to rescue them in the morning. Unfortunately, he doesn't tell them the stakes involved, which he seems very aware of. Is he complicit in the villain's actions, somehow? Is he secretly a werewolf that's going to be spending the rest of the game trying to kill them, and he's really trying to protect them from himself? Then we get a shot of the camera rushing through the woods, recalling the famous Thing in the Woods camera from Evil Dead, which Ted Raimi's brother Sam famously made. Is this just atmospheric, or is it a monster POV? If so, that means creatures in the game, which were hinted at in the car swerving to avoid something sequence from the teaser. More and more likely that we're going to see real creatures. More Wendigo-style action in this lodge, perhaps? Or werewolves? After all, the next shot features a prominent full moon, and also suggests that they didn't take Chris's warning seriously at all. Sitting around a campfire, the characters start talking about a most dangerous game type of situation, which feels like vindication for the terrible guessing I did upon hearing the title. Here we see two people walking through the cabins, one with a shotgun strapped to his back. This doesn't have the lighting and cinematic feel of the rest of the shots so far, so it could be Until Dawn style walking around gameplay. Then there's a shot of Lance Henriksen and Ethan Suplee playing some kind of Killbillies, presumably? Ethan, whose character is named Bobby, is even wearing overalls for an extra redneck vibe. A few shots of people walking around darkened areas designed to creep us out. Then we see a tree carving suggesting relationship strife. Will Emma and Jacob's breakup lead to conflict as they're trying to fight for their lives? Here's a shot of an eye peering through a crack. Probably a hiding character rather than a villain, what with the blinking. Maybe someone peering in at something terrifying? Here's someone using the two-wrench method to break a padlock, although that's not a good way to do it. You should be pulling the shackle up, not out. Note that the doors are the yellow metal doors that the cop was standing in front of in the teaser, suggesting that he has come to investigate the camp counselors getting into some sort of terrifying secret area that they shouldn't be going into. We get a look at the creepy treehouse across the lake. Is this where the Harbinger-type character will live? That old lady that Grace Zabriskie is playing who will tell them about the sinister and spooky stuff going on? Here, the character Justice Smith is playing, Ryan, references a hag of Hackett's Quarry. Perhaps a local spooky story, like the way local kids at Crystal Lake are warned about Jason? Or is that the Lynn Shay or Grace Zabriskie character I was just talking about? Next, Ariel Winter's character Abigail is alone in a basement. Or is she? Immediately after, she's outside, about to kiss a guy when she hears something. He goes to check it out, and she's immediately horrified by the outcome of that decision. Classic slasher stuff here. Then we've got a wacky scene where characters talk about what a sound could have been. Bears, zombies, aliens, time-traveling Draculas. House of Ashes was about alien vampires, so that's a cute reference. Then we get more Monster in the Woods cam, really playing up the Evil Dead vibes here. Then it's back to the beach where Ryan has a shotgun with a flashlight on it, which again reminds me of the guns in House of Ashes, and checks out something in the woods. The reverse angle reveals he's looking at Bobby dragging a badly injured counselor by the neck. He fires, and we do a hard cut to a guy getting caught in a snare trap, like the famous scene in Friday the 13th, Part 2. Now things speed up and a bunch of horror stuff gets all piled up on top of each other. Lance Henriksen's character Jedediah is being menacing. Ted Raimi's cop Travis fires his gun. People are running through the woods. Someone's counting. Travis is at the door from the teaser. The car is swerving off the road to avoid hitting something. Note that the two people in the car are the girl in the hat and her boyfriend, who we haven't seen in the rest of the trailer. So maybe they're like in a teaser area, trying to get back up to the camp, and we're supposed to think, oh great, the rescue's coming, but then boom, they get run off the road by a monster, and they wind up with Ted Raimi's cop, who turns out to be evil. Here's Abigail crawling through some kind of tunnel. Someone screams you have to cut it off, which likely means one of two things. Either someone's arm or leg is caught in a bear trap at a pivotal moment and they need to quickly escape, or they're doing the bitten by a werewolf thing, and you have to cut off someone's hand or foot before an infection spreads. There's a line of Chris saying, "Terrified kids are bad for business." This probably isn't about the monsters, but a part of the scene where he's telling Ryan to lay off ghost stories a little later in the trailer. Two shots feature a monster of some kind appearing. In one, it swoops out of the darkness to tackle someone out of frame in the basement, and in the other, it drops down during a confrontation between Bobby and one of the counselors, and Bobby seems freaked out at the sight of it. Does this suggest that the characters I've been assuming are killbillies are just as terrified of the monsters in the woods as everybody else is, and they're not as villainous as they first appear? Was Bobby just checking on someone that the monster attacked when Ryan pointed the shotgun at him? Were the traps not for hunting humans, but for protecting people from the monsters? Which, again, might include a giant roided out David Arquette? Then we have the cute Kumbaya scene, where Chris laments that camp isn't chill anymore. Although it's weird that he thinks they should be singing that song. Dude, you're not running a Christian camp. Why would they be singing a Christian folk song? Then right at the end, we get a full rundown of the cast. And Grace Zabriskie's appearance in it, along with her line at the end, makes me wonder if I've been getting the prediction all wrong. Is she the host of the game, like the doctor and the curator? Her setting, with shelves full of tchotchkes and a phonograph in the background, it's almost like this was made specifically for me. Doesn't look like the rest of the game's settings, so it's possible that Supermassive is going to keep having the horror host character in all of their horror games. Could that be a curiosity shop full of strange items related to different horror stories she's going to tell us? Like a cabin in the woods basement meets the Needful Things store type of situation? Gosh, I hope that's the case. So, that's the trailer and everything I could glean from it. Now, let's quickly take a look at the website and see what's there. I'll just be freestyling this as I read it all and offer some thoughts, so expect this to be more random and tangential than the rest of the video. I know what you're thinking. Wait, the rest of this was scripted? Wow, if that's the case, I'm surprised it's not a lot more professional. To which I respond, hey, that's needlessly hurtful, hypothetical, hypercritical voice in my head. Can we just focus on the game's website, please? Okay, let's take a look at the website. So first off, we've got the Quarry with our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counselors, 2 more counselors from the car crash. We got Lynn Shay, Ted Raimi, Ethan Suplee, Lance Henriksen, and of course, the Jason-type figure with bloody hands in the background, who we see glimpses of in the trailer. So that's 14 characters? Wow. Way to go. If you count the villain. All right, so you won't believe what you'll become. Again, coming back to the what doesn't kill you makes you stronger theme. Upstate New York. Oh, nice. Hackett's Quarry. I love that name. Camps themselves for one final night. No kids, no adults, no rules. You'll control the fates of all 9 camp counselors, which is weird because we had a reference to there being like you plus 7 friends can play in a movie night mode. So that's 8, which makes me wonder, is one of the counselors getting killed definitely, like maybe even you never get to play them? Okay, so let's take a look at the characters. Oh, first, screenshots. Any more screenshots than that? That does look good. Justice Smith, David Arquette, and of course Ted Raimi is the cop. So he's the guy who runs the camp, which is nice to see David Arquette aging into the camp proprietor role, surrender their cell phones and enjoy the wonders of nature. No calling for help up at Camp Hackett's Quarry. Laura, played by Siobhan Williams. I only recently learned how to say that name. Okay, alongside her boyfriend Max. So if you'll notice, Lady with Hat here is not in the trailer except in the car crash. So I guess she and her boyfriend are off doing something else at the start of the game. They try to get back. They have a car crash. They run into the deputy played by Ted Raimi. And they're going to be having like a separate adventure for a lot of the running time. Here's Max, the second character from my theory there. Let's see. She wants them to go to college together, but he's a slacker, so who knows? We've got Abigail, the Ariel Winter character, who is shy and artistic, which is why you get that almost kiss scene at the start before, you know, the guy gets whomped and she screams. Caitlin, played by Brenda Song. Okay. Aw. She's fun and she's very outre. That's fantastic. And she wants to be a de facto leader. That sounds nice. Nick, perfect balance between handsome and athleticism and nerdy vulnerability. And willingness to drop his stoic guard and let people in. Oh, 2 games in a row they've got a Nick. And I know this isn't part of House of Ashes. It's just worth mentioning. Emma, played by Halston Sage, which is a fantastic name. No notes, Halston Sage. Oh, she's the one who's going to be filming everything. And we see her with the camera taking a picture of the quote-unquote treehouse during the trailer. Okay. Ryan, Justice Smith. And he's apparently he loves music that other people just aren't cool enough for. That makes him sound insufferable. I hope he's not. The heart of a hero. Aw. Dylan. Okay. Deep musical knowledge. Oh, so he's like the DJ for the camp? Is that a thing? Okay. A different person lies in wait, terrified of rejection. Okay, is he the secret gay character who's going to come out to his crush? Because a much different person lies in wait, terrified of rejection. They said they were going to have gay characters soon. I feel like that's might be what we're getting at here. Jacob is accustomed to being the most popular guy around. Charming streak and genuinely warrants his fellow cancelers have a good time, especially Emma. Ooh. I don't know why I did that. Now we've got Travis, sheriff and of the small town of North Kill, upstate New York. Kill, I believe, is river in Dutch, and that's why they have names like that throughout New York, which was settled by the Dutch. Travis swore an oath to protect and serve, and that's exactly what he does. Of course, I think if he turns out to be evil, we'll ask ourselves, what is he protecting, and who is he serving? But anyway, it's Ted Raimi. We love him. Can't wait to see more of him. Now you got the interesting thing. We got Jedediah, can't wait to meet you. Bobby, can't wait to meet you. And Constance, can't wait to meet you. So they don't want to tell us what's going on with these characters. And this, reinforces my theory that they too are going to be at the mercy of the monsters, and we're only going to think they're the villains for like the first half of the movie. And then instead, something even worse is going to be running around. And to be fair, maybe the something worse is like a gorked out relative of theirs that they keep locked up and he gets out. Who knows? Maybe they're ultimately responsible for it, but it is entirely possible that they're not going to be turning out to be as sinister as the trailer makes them seem. But hey, we'll see. They could just be out and out Kill Billy villains. And then we've got Eliza, played by Grace Zabriskie. She knew you were coming. And so, as you can see, the strange context of her, she's reaching out towards you. She's in a weird outfit. She does not look, and her shot at the end of the trailer, she's nowhere in the trailer. And her shot at the end is a very different kind of location. My suspicion is, like I said, she's going to be the Crypt Keeper for this series. And if this series already has a Crypt Keeper, oh my god, I'm so excited, because that would mean they're planning to do more of these. All right, pre-order bonus, we get the Horror History Visual Filter Pack. So we do modern indie, washed out nonsense, the vibrant color of the 80s, and of course, classy black and white. Deluxe edition, full game, 80s themed character outfits, post-launch. Aw. Well, the Friday the 13th game did 80s, various wacky 80s outfits, so that's nice. Instant access to Death Rewind. Okay, so instant access suggests it's something you get when you finish the game. So I'm guessing Death Rewind is you make a choice that leads to someone getting killed. When you're playing through it the second time, you're going to be able to, like, rewind back to that choice and see what else could have happened. Whereas, now if you buy the Deluxe Edition, you'll be able to do that your first time through, is my guess. This is something I've been wanting from them for a while. A way to quickly change and check out new decisions, so I'm very happy it's in there. Gore Fest movie mode option. So, is there an option with a lot more blood? I'm very excited to find out what that means. Physical box. Ooh. Oh, okay. I keep hoping there's going to be some sort of a bonus, like statue or something I can get. But really no sign of that is there. Let's open up the frequently asked questions. What is the Quarry? Teen horror narrative game. Okay, any character can be the star of the show or die before daylight comes. Boom, see? Hopefully no plot armor, but the question is how long are some characters going to last? Using your wits in conversation and reflexes during action. Aw, do everything you can to steer them away from or directly into danger. That's right, they know that there's sickos out there trying to get everybody killed. Who's developing the Quarry? Will Biles and the award-winning team at Supermassive Games that created Until Dawn. Will Biles, of course, famously the BAFTA award-winning director of Until Dawn, which is really making me feel like this is essentially the spiritual successor to Until Dawn, which makes me super happy. It's coming out on everything. World 10, multiplayer modes. Okay, here's what interests me. Okay, so you can play through the game solo, obviously, up to 7 other companions in local couch co-op with each player controlling a counselor's actions. So it'll be the single player mode, but, everybody gets a counselor. Notice they keep saying 9 counselors. This is 8 controllable characters. So I feel like someone's getting killed right away. Maybe Hat Girl's boyfriend gets killed by the sheriff or something right away. In addition, the Quarry features an exciting online mode, watch along and vote on key decisions. Oh, that's nice. So it's a vote along. Console players, online multiplayer is only supported across the same PlayStation. If you buy Deluxe Edition, you have to both previous, new, and next generation versions of the game. Nice. Now, what I'm not seeing here is the Dark Pictures mode, right? Where you're both playing the game at the same time and having conversations with each other. So I suspect there will be less of that kind of dialogue-based, relationship-based branching, and it'll be closer to Until Dawn, where where you were making all the choices and there weren't getting choices made based on your relationships, other than Ashley killing, well, not killing, but Ashley getting Chris killed. Okay, bonuses pre-ordering the Quarry. Pre-ordering Standard Edition, okay, obviously, we've already talked about that. What's in the Deluxe Edition? We already talked about that. Okay. Gore Fest option movie mode. Sit back. Doesn't know gruesome, gory, splatter-filled version. Fans of grindhouse grotesqueries. An abundance of death, dismemberment, and buckets of blood away in this brutal option for movie mode. What is movie mode? Like, they had a reference to movie mode earlier. And it really sounds like a mode where you're gonna, like, just choose what kind of movie you want to watch, and then you don't make any decisions? Death Rewind. Oh, there we go. Unlocks after first completion. Start with a story with 3 opportunities to reverse a playable character's death. Only 3. Okay, with 3 ties per playthrough, you have to decide when someone's life is worth saving, and the undoing one horrible end may lead to another. Oh, that's nice. Just cute outfits. If I buy it on Xbox One, will I access to the... No, you have to pay for the upgrade. Obviously. Oh, if I buy the core Xbox X, will I have access to the previous gen version? Oh, that's weird. Alright, Deluxe Edition, you get both. Okay, cross-gen saves. No. Oh! Saves are distinct. That's kind of weird. So yeah, I'm guessing... Like, I still don't have a perfect sense of what the gameplay is going to be like. You know, I'm guessing we're going to have running around, like moving and exploring like Until Dawn in the podcast. There's a podcast? What? Oh my god. The Hag of Quarry. That's what she was saying. He was saying in the thing. You know I'm gonna review all of these, right? When does it come out? Anyway, so yeah, my guess is the gameplay is going to be more like Until Dawn than House of Ashes, so not as many branching conversations, not as many relationship points and things like that, but plenty of options to make decisions and probably some QTEs, because they specifically said there's going to be a difficulty slider, and if there weren't going to be like QTEs and aiming and shooting, why would you need a difficulty slider? Like if it's all decision based, you absolutely wouldn't need that. And I'm guessing movie mode strips out the walking around and exploring stuff and just does the cutscenes and maybe the decisions, but hell, maybe not the decisions. The point is, the Quarry looks fantastic, and I can't wait to find out more. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more from me, drop by the stream on YouTube and Twitch. Weekdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, weekends, noon Eastern. Special thanks to my patrons Marissa, Desire, Eduardo, Brian, and Joanne. If there's any topics you want to see covered in future videos, please mention them in the comments section. I'll see you back here for more dark pictures, but until then, au revoir.